apparently the noise from outside is much louder than it usually is. Where is that the fan? Fan, that's bad. Sorry, hi, welcome to the stream. I am apparently very distracted. Fan is having a moment. I think it was the fan, it's fine. Hi, welcome to the stream. I was gonna put my necklace on before I started and then I was like, oh, hey Shweppy! Thank you for the dabs. And then I completely forgot that I should probably go live quicker rather than worrying about a necklace, but hey. Apparently the noise from outside is much louder than it. Anyway, you may notice me brushing my hair throughout today's stream, and that's because I had a shower, my hair was wet, and I have the fan on because it's boiling, and I don't want to look like a badly groomed poodle, so I am attempting to keep my hair from going. Anyway, welcome to today's stream. I decided I was going to continue on with building the Langerak household basic. Please do not unplug my headset, that's not okay. Because it made most sense to do that to me. I was like, I might as well finish what I started, you know? Also, for some reason, despite the fact we had our internet properly implemented, I randomly am just not connected to it, but still have Wi-Fi. It's very weird. Those dropped frames that I had should be fine now. Awkward. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. Sorry. I feel very weird with my hair right now. Well, I don't see much point in waiting. Also, I'm wearing different glasses. I couldn't find my other glasses and then immediately found them after I found these, but there we are. I feel weird, but it's okay. It's fine. Let's just go over into the game because this is where it's at. Oh, I forgot how loud that bit was. Wow. Please, no, thank you. Okay. But no, basically, I'm back with this because I was like, it just seems to make sense to try this again, and I've just realized I'm not even in the right house to be able to look at everything that exists in the place, so let me just get in that in Sims 3. I actually do have the game loaded up this time, so at least I have that for me. God, my hair looks so wet. I say that, but most of it's dry because I guess heat, I don't know. I don't usually blow dry my hair because it just goes more. Right. I did actually end up having to open up a new game because literally like about 2 to 5 minutes after my stream yesterday, my computer just crashed. It's like, one, great timing because it didn't crash and end the stream. 2, oops, I'm just glad I had already saved when it came to the Sims 3, Sims 4, this 4. It's a weird time. Don't judge me too harshly, okay? Okay, so from my remembrance of what we were doing, I'm pretty sure mostly the top half is actually furnished. I think. Okay, there's like a few light bulbs. I said light bulbs, but it's not really light bulbs, is it? Like, it's just a few wall decorations and stuff. Also, the walls really do not match this house whatsoever, I am now realizing. And maybe we have something a little less dark that may fit the theme a little bit better, but I still kind of like the brown. Like, I don't want to keep making everything yellow, but honestly, this just feels better. It just feels better down here, and that does mean I'll have to come down here and do this all manually. Well, actually, will it have to be all manually? No, just literally that bit and that. Oh, whoa. Okay, one sec, we're fine. I just panicked. I was like, And this bit's honestly kind of easy just to go boop, and go boop, 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 boop. And I'm probably gonna go a little bit more on the inspired but kind of not inspired sort of route with it, because obviously I'm realizing more and more this wood just feels very green in comparison to the light green here. But it has to be inspired because this just doesn't necessarily work and jibber jabber. Also, I need to actually put proper lights in eventually, but I guess we're waiting on that for another time. Oh, I need to remember to have a bug also the heat thing, because that's a thing now, I guess. They also have candles in here, which I feel like is very unsafe, and I kind of want to do something that is kind of what they're going for, but also not exactly. So I think something like that's kind of good because like it gives that idea that maybe there's a like a candle inside, but it doesn't just straight up look like a candle. I also don't even think there's any just straight up candles in this game. But oh wow, they have a lot of candles. A lot of candles. They just have a lot of lights along this one hall. I suppose it makes sense other than just putting in like, you know, a ceiling light or two. Just put in 4 of these. You know, that makes just as much sense. And seeing as I've actually lit up that hallway, see, this looks unlit now, so that's not really something I'm a big fan of. We should also probably find something to put on this wall because there is technically a phone that's meant to be like here, but phones don't exist in this game, not in the same way as they did in The Sims 3 and as they did in The Sims 2. It is very much more of everyone has a mobile phone, you know? Which, yeah, I get, but I grew up having a house phone, so I kind of miss the whole, like, it rings and really annoys everyone sort of thing. Which is probably a little bit insane, but I'm thinking of maybe just putting, like, a picture here or something. Like, something kind of, like, a little fancy, even though I don't feel like this is a very fancy house, to be honest. Like, it feels more maybe a bit more modern. Like, I don't think that really works. I have this custom content Princess Leia photo, but we're not doing custom content, everybody. Ancient family portraits. That came with vampires. Ooh. But no, it should be something that kind of resembles the phone, I guess. Like, maybe it's just a bit of a Sims poster that's kind of weird to have. Or something like this, although I don't know. Do you know what we could do? We could have it as like something as an entranceway. Oh, that's custom content. I'll just go in here and be like content purchased and unlocked. That probably is a bit makes a little bit more sense, maybe. Maybe it should be something specifically to do with Caitlin, as this is her room. Or Caitlin, I don't remember what her name really is, to be honest. We could also just have the knees here, but have them like really quite small and make it look like it was just some stickers she stuck on the wall or something. Although that actually disappears when you get to that. Oh no, I can't pick it back up because I made it way too small. I don't know. I don't feel like a poster really makes sense here or any of this stuff. Unfortunately, unless I used custom content, I wouldn't even be able to get a phone on the wall either. No, maybe something like this painting could honestly work. Just have it like there. Just see if I can change the color to like the brown. I mean, I guess it adds something to the wall at least. I don't know. Okay, as for this, I'm gonna kind of stick to this part of the house to begin with. Downstairs, because we are missed a bit of wall. We are mostly done with the upstairs at this point. I'm not gonna lie. If I can just remember where things are, that would also be super handy. Okay, so the fireplaces. I only have a few options, and to be honest, they have quite the modern take on a fireplace in their little area. So I guess we've got to do the same, but modern in this game is a little bit different, which also makes sense. And I'm sure there are probably like that's more of your modern one, this one's more of your modern one. Even this really is more modern than your other ones. Like, I do kind of like that because it gives that feel. They also, however, do have the flat screen on this wall, whereas I would, if I was going to do this, I'd raise up a thing and put it on there. So we don't want to change it too much. There's that, which is not really the same at all. I'm tempted to go with this if they have it in like a dark grey. It kind of gives me the feel, but I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, maybe even like that. But I feel like this gives more the feel of what... Who knew a fireplace would be so conflicting? That felt like a weird sentence to just say. Okay, let's ignore it. So let's ignore it, she says. There's a table up here that I'm gonna reuse because it's the exact table basically that's downstairs. And it's just like, it's here. I think. It's about there. Honestly, it's probably there. I think it's a tile and a half. You got a rug underneath it, but I'll first get your sofas, which are green, and they are in fact 3-seaters. Which unfortunately, custom content in this area is far better than anything from her. Hey Dystopian Gamer Girl, welcome, welcome! How you doing? Which is far better than most of what the Sims 4 team have actually released. I mean, the green kind of works there. Also, I mean, that green also kind of fits, but at the same time, what are we trying to get from this, you know? Like, do we want... I feel like that makes more sense, and it also just kind of fits the vibe better with the walls kind of having that slightly green tonal sort of situation. I think. Oh, we also have these two chairs, which honestly, they do not fit the surrounding area. This is also meant to be more of a birchy colour. There is actually a birch version. Huh. I don't know why my voice was so high pitched there. I was just shook. I was like, oh, there's actually more swatches? Okay, cool. And I don't know if we have, like, essentially the same thing, but in a side table. Not in the same way that there was in The Sims 3, at least. That may be the best thing we have. Unfortunately. Because, yeah, that's more of a TV sort stand, so I'll have to stick that... Honestly, have I got the... No, that is right. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Especially while at work. Dang, thank you. I'm glad you're doing alright as well. There's another one over here. We just... They're in kind of a weird spot. Like, there's just one tile from here. Not even one, it's literally half a tile. So yeah, that is in the right spot. I almost want to bring it all closer and make it less, like, massive, but at the same time, that's not exactly recreating it, is it? So, I guess... I guess we're stuck with that. Okay. In terms of actual sofas, sorry, armchairs, I'm gonna actually refilter out the custom content because it's a little awkward to search through that as well. See, if I had used the other green, I could have used these. I don't think we have a green in the same colour. No, see, that was a base game sofa as well. Oh, that's custom content, never mind. I know I just filtered it out, but... Oh, I'm also looking for, like, orange, like, and green plaid as opposed to anything else, so... That's not exactly what I was looking for. We need... orangey sort of colours. Oh, I don't... Interesting. Like, maybe this could kind of give the same vibe, and it does match. Technically... I mean, it doesn't though, does it? Like, look at this. It is very much orange and green, which that would kind of give the aesthetic of because it's the orange and green, but that green is very different, and it just doesn't... Bit weird that this also gives me more pink vibes as opposed to orange. I suppose it's a bit of a salmon, but even then, like, that's not that much orange. Like, I'd be tempted to use that, but it's not a brown. Okay, let me just have a look, see. Like, no. Sorry, I mentioned earlier in the stream, my hair's wet, so I've got to brush it every so often, as to not have it go completely frizzy on me as it dries, especially as I have a fan. So I do apologize that you'll see me doing this, but it really does help my hair in the end, I think, anyway. I think it does. See, the wicker wouldn't really be great. Honestly, that kind of fits the vibe. No, it doesn't. I'm lying to myself with that. This is the one problem that I usually find when it comes to trying to rebuild stuff. Like, we could do that, but it just feels so disconnected from the other color. Then again, so does this salmony color. It doesn't feel like it really belongs. Like, not even the yellow does. Then again, I really don't like the way this is all laid out. I feel like it could be, like, just a little less, you know, up front. Or, like, so far back, I guess, is what I actually mean. And so it feels like more like it's connected. Also, these tables are massive, I'm realizing. Like, they feel so big. And I almost don't wish they were like that, like they were smaller. But if I make them smaller, I have to make a lot of things to fit onto the table, and that's kind of a problem. In its own way, it's a problem, you know? Okay, let me find a little lamp that will fit on quite nicely. I say a little lamp and I've not clicked on the lamp. It's very square, like it's trying to be modern. Also, sorry that I always like roll in and out of my seat. I say in and out, but forward and back, it's a habit, and I don't know. Like, it's just I need to fidget sometimes. See, I kind of want to do that, because, like, it's not square, although that's maybe more the vibe. It depends what colors are in it, I guess. It's surprisingly... Oh, it is from Seasons, so I guess it makes sense. It's just surprisingly summery. Sorry, not summery. Like, themed. Like, every swatch is kind of themed on it. But no, that's probably the best thing we're gonna get out of that, unless I... No, not even that. Like, that's not really the square shape. Okay, you know what? We'll stick with that. It also will probably help tie that in a bit more. We just... There's also 2 candle lights over here. Kind of like the idea of the dine out ones, maybe. Or even like the... Even like this. Maybe to bring the pink over. Maybe that will help. Like, although it is, like I already mentioned, it is more of a salmon as opposed to a pink, so I don't know if that necessarily helps all that much. There aren't many other candles I'd want to stick here, though. I feel like I keep feeling so far away and then not really knowing what to do about it. Like, I'm just gonna adjust myself a little bit on my seat and we should be good to go. Like, I just want to... I think, honestly, that's probably going to be the best bit I have. Tie the pink in a little bit, although it doesn't really work. Like, I could put the green there, and then the pink kind of ties them in the opposite ways, or do that, and then have it be green. And then they tie in because they both have the little black bit on it. There was also meant to be something here, but I actually don't think we have anything that kind of resembles what that is. Like the fire pokers and stuff. Okay, so there's this, which honestly is quite nice. Do you come in like... Oh, you do come in a green, but I hate it. I think maybe if we use a brown here and it would kind of tie that all in. Although I will say I don't like it. like, I don't want it. I'm not too bothered about everything being tile for tile when it comes to like everything inside. I'd rather create something that feels more like it actually would exist. And I say that like this wouldn't exist, because you know, why would it exist? But no, just kind of generally, I guess, I don't know where I'm going with that at all. Also, there isn't like a clear swatch in the same way that there is of the ones in The Sims 3. I actually really liked these lights in The Sims 3. I used them quite a bit for someone who didn't really use lighting in the game. As in, I didn't really bother placing down like anything other than ceiling lights, because really what was the point then? I also think actually leaving that there is probably the best bet. We need a stereo that's gonna just sit up here, which I guess this one honestly matches the vibe a bit more. It's really okay. So 1, 2, 3. It's not on there. Oh, it is. It's like here. Technically, it's like there. But the other one is bigger, I think, is the main thing. Yeah, it's like it's 2 tiles. It's just a thinner thing. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that's like thick like that unless we're using DJ booth. Like, this is really tiny. Can't even really size it up because that just doesn't work. Doesn't give the same sort of feel. We also need to put Zelda's guitar down, because it is her guitar, let's be real here. It's very much her guitar. I don't know whether she deserves, like, the rock legend guitar, which is the actual unlockable, I believe, from her musical career. I feel like maybe something like this, where it's a bit more, like, a homie, she put it together herself sort of situation. I also feel like the black actually works better in this situation as the main color. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, the dining table's here. I never noticed that. Okay. I just completely forgot this house had a dining table. I haven't been paying attention much to the downstairs. I did focus on the upstairs first, to be honest. But also, the stairs are only 3, so that's the other problem we're going to have with making this feel like it's in the correct place. I mean, also, what a weird color to decide to have on the top. Like red, but all white chairs. So I suppose we're going to have to go for that theme. I wonder if there's a red top with white. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. I'm not even going to lie. Okay, now I just need to get a similar sort of chair, and then we'll be... We don't really... I don't, at least in my game, have a very similar chair whatsoever. Like, it may have to be the dine-out chairs with just, like, birch. But then that doesn't really match either. Because it's meant to be... Oh, wait, this. I still kind of want to give it like a seat color, so then there's something, but like the pink just doesn't really fit in that regard. And like I want the birch. Do you know what? These are nice, and they are white, but they're, because they're different textures, that makes it a lot nicer, I think. So in terms of where it is actually placed, it's the 2 in the middle of the stairs, which unfortunately is like here, but that feels wrong, and it feels like it should be more there, but then it feels like there's all this empty space because of where it is. And like that doesn't feel right because it doesn't feel centered to here, which was the original way it was. So I'm gonna leave it there, despite the fact it's not center on the stairs. And I'm gonna put the bar in, and maybe that will fill this area up a bit more. Oh, speaking of, there is actually meant to be a, like, candelabra. Is that how that's said? Basically an above light with candles in it above this. But if I can find one that kind of fits the aesthetic, I will. Like, actually, honestly, just that one. Although theirs is far less, like, over the top, I guess. But then none of these really fit the same. I suppose that gives a bit more of a modern vibe, which I guess is what was going for. Okay, it turns out you can't size down the candles. Which is fine. I can deal with that. Let me entertain you. Okay, sorry. I also kind of miss the bars. They're kind of fancy. Like, in their own right. Okay, so we do need only a 2-thing bar. I'm clearly not clicking on these very well. Like, I feel like that's too fancy, like you wouldn't necessarily find it in a home. That feels more like something that would go outside. Are there no, like, just kind of good indoor bars? Like, I don't want to use something that it looks like it's been popped up, you know? And unfortunately, it still looks really dark despite having this light swatch that implies that it's meant to be, like, light. Like, there's that, but that also feels way too fancy. I just want a bit of a white bar. Like, we might have to use that one. Because the longer bars are the ones that look more normal. Yeah, you know what, that. And then we need some little chairs that have an orange swatch, preferably. Honestly, I would use them, but they're not really what I'm looking for. See, the red might have to be it. It might have to be red as opposed to orange. I don't even know if there is really orange here. I mean, there's these, but also at the same time, that's orange with a brown and not the birch, which actually matches. So I guess we're at the bane of the matching of the woods, which ends up being the case a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, this bathroom is honestly pretty stocked out. And they have the same weird candle sort of effect going in here. Which I'd be tempted just to take the same ones as these instead of going for a completely different candle look. And just putting them here. Whoopsie. We'll just delete that out. Which does make this side of the bathroom really dark. As it was in the original, so... Yay! Yeah, please don't mind my custom content. I have it, it's just a fact. I always feel like having the one with the thing on it almost takes away from the point of the fact that there are towels over this way. But then again, this just doesn't give me very many color options. Then neither does this, really. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan. Like, maybe that could be the one, but at the same time, like, like, that gives me a bit more vibes of what I'm looking for. Hello? Sorry, my mum messaged me and I don't want to like reply to her after the stream because at that point it's a bit late. See, I found this toilet roll easy this time. Yesterday I really struggled to find them. It was a whole thing that happened. Is this also looking for like a yellowish color toilet? There just aren't that in this game really. Like, I mean, that maybe, but at the same time, like, no, thank you. There's this, which is basically the color that's in here. you know? Like, it's a bit it, but, you know, it is the colour. We're also looking for like a marbly countertop with handles and stuff on it. This actually looks a lot like it. It hasn't got the marble on top at all, but if we find like, you know, your birchy sort of colour or something, we may even be able to find something with not necessarily a texture on top, but like it may kind of exist there. It's not really dark on the top of it though, is it? To be honest, that's kind of the vibe of it, the vibe of this little room. One sec. Sorry about this. I have a job interview tomorrow morning and I had to go out and buy clothes, and unfortunately I didn't manage to find stuff that actually fit. Everything was far too big. Sorry, far too small for me to actually be comfortable in, which is rather unfortunate, but there's not much you can do about it. And I had to actually pay for it all to try on at home, and now I have to go back and give it back eventually because changing rooms aren't open, and I completely understand why, but I just, well, fitting rooms more specifically, but I would have loved to have been able to try it on and not feel as disappointed. It's far more disappointing when you have to come home and try it on and you're like, oh, I thought this would fit, and then it doesn't fit, and it's just like sad. But no, I have an interview for a job, which I'm very excited about. I have been, oh no, the chocolate bar I brought in is actually completely melted, so I can't eat that now, that's fine. Which I'm very excited for because I have been hoping for an interview for a while. At this point, it has taken some time. I'm tempted to go with like this, like with a slightly lighter colour in here, just to match the yellow a bit to them. Because I'm gonna match the mirrors to the grey here in a similar way that it is in the actual game. At least that's what I'm planning, and honestly that kind of gives me the vibes that the other one does. While like the one in The Sims 3 isn't actually a medicine cabinet, I've always felt like it was. Okay, there's a box of tissues on there, so we need to put that in a minute, and there's also a rack of towels, so I'll sort the towels out first. That might be a bit easier. And again, everything's in here anyway, and I'm just gonna filter out my custom content because stress. Like there's these towels which actually, like, they have the orange option. I'm gonna just make them smaller. Then, oh, BB, don't move objects on. That way I can put them anywhere. And then I can just stick them there like that. It's fine. It looks fine. And then I've got my little thing of tissues just on here, which I don't think there are going to be any tissues, I'll be honest, for me to stick on there. To be honest, a lot of the stuff that I would usually stick on here would be from the custom content, because it has a little bit more stuff to put in there. I feel like all the relative like stuff on there like should be, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I like it should exist in there. I kind of really like this cabinet. It's kind of cute, but it doesn't fit what I'm looking for. Like, that doesn't really fit. I do dislike that the decorations and stuff are just not really where you'd expect them to be. Like, this is all your clutter, but it's a bit messy. Like, why isn't this just in, like, the bathroom or the bedroom? Like, that should be in the bedroom, but it's not. Like, there's this, which could kind of fit instead if I can't fit the other thing that I want to put. Well, I say the other thing I want to put, but if I can't find it, this may have to be it, and I'll just change it to, like, a better suiting color, I guess. And I know it's kind of weird that I've put it there, but just give it a minute. I'm gonna get it in a better spot, don't you worry. Okay, I've messed that up, not there. Okay, one second. It should just... I'm not very good at the whole getting it in the right place the first time. I have learned quite quickly that I'm not very good at that. There we go. That's fine. Like, the makeup set's a bit too big, I think, personally. Like, I'd love to see some, like, soap or something, and apparently all the stuff that I was, like, I use soap and stuff with is apparently custom content, because it's not here. Which is sad, but, you know, it is the world that we live in. I'm speaking about a Sims game, I do not need to be saying things like, it is the world we live in. Okay, shall we move on to the kitchen? I feel like that's probably a good next step. It's very green, so I'm gonna have to... I believe that is, like, there are some green things. I'm not sure which swatch and whether I actually even have it. I do! Are there any other green? Oh, see, that may fit better. I'm not gonna lie. That actually kind of reminds me of the thing itself. There's also a green one of this, although I wouldn't want to use that one. It's a bit bung up, really. So I think I may be going with that one. So it would go there. Why doesn't that go directly against the wall? That just seems a little weird that it doesn't. Okay, sure. I've just shoved it against the wall because that makes more sense to me. We're going to be looking for, like, completely white counters, basically. Honestly, the ones that I feel we should be using are the same that's in the bathroom, but I don't know where I got those from, because... Yeah, I was going to say, like, I know they're not custom content, so where were they? I kind of want, like, a birch and a colour, but we may just have to use straight up white if I want to use them. Oh, of course, I just place it in a bad place. Sure. It goes up to the window and then around, apparently. Okay. Bit confused as to why that doesn't go all the way around. It's a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's go look at the oven. Because I know there is an oven that comes out green. Okay, so there's this one. Honestly, kind of what you'd think it would be. There's that one which very much matches that better and kind of gives me more of this vibe than maybe the other one. I don't know, actually. This one kind of feels a bit better. It is weird to me that they were like, yeah, do you know what colors we will match? We will match the weird green color around the kitchen over multiple different things. But we're not going to go ahead and match, you know, the cabinets and such. Bit of a weird decision that, but okay, you know, okay. Also, there's meant to be a green sink, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get no green sink. And if I do, it's going to be custom content, or it's going to be one of these, and they just aren't going to fit here, are they now? Oh, to be fair, that's a green sink. I'm actually shocked that there's a green sink. It's not the same green. Oh, I can admit that without any problems. It is not the same green in the slightest. And just so I don't remember, I'm going to stick one of these by the door. Because they're important. And we're going to want some cabinets. Of which I just want them to be kind of the same, but white. Like... I'd be happy for this. You know? But also, like, I'd prefer maybe these. That feels a bit more like what it's meant to look like. Also though, I know there's a way to... Okay, they just don't have the type I would love to have. Also, a little bin! I miss the tiny little bins that they have with like the little lids and stuff, because you don't get them in this game. You do not get them. There's also meant to be a light above here. Oh, and another set of dining tables and chairs with another little light over them. Okay, so firstly, this light's going for a light on the wall, which is not my personal preference, I will admit. But it is the preference of this game. That really does not produce any light, does it? Is this one any better? I want to kind of go for that shape, you know, but I also think I used like one like this upstairs in replacement for a very similar light. Oh no, I used these, I think, which give me the vibe of that light. Oh, I do need to make sure I'm checking message. Sorry. Okay. I need dining table and chairs and a light to go over them. So if we think about where this is, it's there. We also need a circular dining table and chairs, and I don't know how many of those there are actually in the game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also clicking on the wrong area. I don't even know how many people use this bit. I use it a whole lot. Like, a whole lot, you know? Also, kind of the perfect table that I was looking for. And then we are gonna want to have chairs that are fully white, and honestly, these kind of match better. Even though it's got the slight beige tone, and maybe if I even change the color of the table to just white, it may fit better with the whole room. The green is so weird. Also, I've just realized that's only meant to be one there. Also, I'm not a big fan of the fact that this doesn't match up with the back. Like, why doesn't this one pick it up as well? Like, what? Thanks for that weird look you're giving it. Okay, we do also need to put a little light above it though, which is a square lamp. And I do to a certain degree like want to follow the kind of aesthetic it's given, but at the same time it's like, like maybe not like, oh frickin' heck, why is that so big? Like, that kind of gives me the aesthetic. Luckily, it can be smaller and a lot less problematic. Okay, that is literally the smallest it goes. I wouldn't want it any bigger. Like, why would you? Why? Like, oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I have a feeling that would just have to be that light. Like, even this is big, you know? Yeah, I think that we'll have to leave it at that one, just to have the same square aesthetic throughout, you know? Okay. With that, there is actually meant to be an archway here that I have, for the most part, been somewhat ignoring the fact that it exists. Because I forgot, I'll be honest. I don't even know where the archways technically are in this game. I'm a little confused. Oh, why does that require another floor height? Does it really? See, it's too big for the area as well. Like, that's not even worth it at that point. Not worth putting the wall up at all. Am I just looking in the wrong... Okay, I'm just gonna put... Okay, here are all my arch options. I don't know where the section is for it. I could only assume it was indoors, but apparently I wasn't quite correct on that matter. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of this. It looks a little bit like roughed up around the edges, you know? Like this would fit the aesthetic more, I would say. Like, 'cause it's actually got that round and it kind of fills up the entire area. In addition, I don't know why this door's being glitchy like that, but there we are. I'm also going to give it a save because I've done quite a bit in this small amount of time. To be honest, for me to get this much done in 50 minutes is kind of insane considering how much I got done in the last stream. I suppose, to be honest though, I did build the entire thing. I built the entire building during the stream, so maybe it was got a little bit more done than I realized. We need to get, what lights did I use? It was these. We'll also use them outside the front, although that one's technically meant to be like there and this one's meant to be here. Which is really weird to me that they're so far away from the door, but do what you want, I guess. Like, it's also meant to be on that one. Any more that you want outside? Yep, apparently. Okay. Oh, I've also missed a window. I've just realized, like, I've missed 2 windows, in fact. That's not good. Let me see if I can, oh, this is where I actually really desperately need to unlock, to have it on. Like, unlock and stuff. There's more swatches for windows here. For, like, this window. Okay, so we have some that are just, like, not available for this wall height. I kind of just want, like, that, but I want it to be bigger. Like, more of the square shape, which I'm not gonna get, because this is The Sims 4, so we're gonna have to use this window. Which, like, is fine. It kind of matches, I guess. Not that we can have a car here, or, like, an actual car here. I'll have to open up debug or something later on. Do we have, like, little floor lights? I don't know how to look for them, I'm gonna be honest, though. I know there's the pool ones, but I don't think we can do those unless they're actually in a pool. Speaking of, there's a massive pool on this lot, and I've just been forgetting that that exists too. So I'm gonna come over here and very quickly throw that in. It reminds me a lot of the pool that's in Tomb Raider, like the original Tomb Raider, if you know that game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how long, so that was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it? Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not that close to it. It's like 1 away. It's 2 away from it. Yeah, no, that is 2, that is 2. I'm fine. I'm not going completely insane. Okay, we do actually need a different flooring around here. And the flooring it is this. Which is a pain. Kind of. Because that flooring that I used there is very much, a terrain paint, and I've just realized there's meant to be 2 stairs going up here as well that I have not put down quite yet. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to be really tidy along this line. Oh no. Okay, I need to make sure I found the correct one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Next thing, get the square and just fill in the rest of the area. Honestly, get the big square. You might as well. Okay, let us begin. Oh, I'm gonna have to use a small square to do this. Okay. I've got it, you know? I wish you could hold shift and, like, do a straight line. I wish you just had these as tiles though. Like, terrain paint's fun and it's good, but if you just had it so that everything that was a terrain paint was also a tile, vice versa. If it matched like the outside vibes, like that would be super handy, please. Okay, I think that helps with that. And it just kind of balances out where everything is, I think. Okay, I was right. That is correct. We also still need to put plants here, and because of that, I'm just going to very quickly get rid of those because they're not meant to be in there. We're also playing in sun, like bad sun. I'm still umming and ahhing about this bit here. It just doesn't quite feel right. But I'm not really too sure what I can do about it. In addition, I feel like I should be fixing the grass around here. Oh, that's not the corresponding color to this area. Did none of these match the grass? Okay, they do. I just feel like this isn't the color grass the Langeraks would let themselves have, you know? Oh, I did pick a bigger thing, thank you. Just gonna go ahead and tidy up this. Annoyingly, I'm gonna have to be really neat around this side because it's gonna come up to them. Okay, maybe less on this side. Because, like, that's all relatively green. It's just the bit where it looks like it's just dirt everywhere. Where it's like, why would you let that be what your grass looks like? Yeah, I do need to do this in a circle, I think. It'd make it just feel a little bit more real, especially when I come back and I just very quickly give some bursts of what it originally was. I'm not a big fan of that, never mind. Let's try that again. Just to add back in some of that, like, discoloration, you know? Because if it's all this one thing that I've put down, then it's not going to look very good. But if for the most part it's kind of the same thing, bit better. I like to think anyway. Like, you want it to be just enough to where it matches. Just enough, please, Sonny. That looks so wet from above. I'm not a fan. The weird wetness of that. Okay, continuing on here. We've done basically all of the downstairs, barring Zelda's room. Now, I was excited to have fun with Zelda's room because she has a lot of plants, but it turns out she has a lot less plants than I thought she did, so I'm a little bit sad about it now, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's just find her a bed, which I know it's orange and flowery, but I'm gonna go more on the it's flowery as opposed to it's orange, I think. And see if I can find something that's like quite flowery or feels flowery at least. Because that just makes more sense to me. Like, this gives me flower vibes, and it also matches a room, but it's very much like it has a roof. Like, the bed had a roof, and that's also not the aesthetic. Okay, let me just get... I wish you could do styles of, like, flowers. Bohos doesn't exist, apparently, in beds, which I feel like it should, but oh well. Okay, let's have a look at some of the beds. Like, it should have... Like, maybe I'll have to go, like, it feels kind of whimsical in here, as opposed to flowers, because there's just not a lot of flower textures. I'm so used to that one swatch from The Sims 2 at this point. Like, oh. Like, yeah, this would be nice. Like, maybe that, but at the same time it doesn't feel very whimsical-y. Which is how I take her really liking plants. Like, this gives that more of like a natural, organic plant sort of feel. Whereas the other bit is just like, yeah, we did stuff, you know? But I need to be able to tie orange in here somehow. She has a birch chest of drawers, and I'm tempted to just kind of change it into a birch wardrobe so it fits a bit more. And I may have to adjust the colours so that it fits more this room. Because, you know, that's just how it do be. Do 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 do. My bitrate's apparently just gone. And a low, and I'm not really sure why. I hope we're still fine and online. Whoa! Oh, I don't know what is happening right now. Oh wow, why do I suddenly have so many people viewing me when my stream has gone to a little bit rocky? Are we better? Is it fine now? Okay, my bitrate has hooked back up. I'm not sure what the heck just happened. This is probably the internet getting used to itself. Because that only did just come in today at our place. I do really apologise for that. I'm not sure how long that was happening for either. But hopefully it wasn't too long, and I'm really sorry. I am very sorry to everybody. So I was in Zelda May's room. I don't know if y'all were really here for that. And I'm just gonna hope it's not completely messing up right now, which it may be. Oh, this is actually kind of like, oh, it's a bit blue though, as opposed, like, I was looking for more orange in it, but it's like the perfect shape. Come on, give me orange. Colors orange. Like, that's technically the orange swatch, but it just feels bad, you know? Honestly, if I size this down, that gives me the exact vibes I want. I just wish it was bigger. To be honest, I may be able to just give it the vibes of it being bigger by joining them together like that. Now it kind of looks like they were meant to be together. We're one and the same, and an ordinary one and the same. Not necessarily in the area I'd want. This is meant to be a lot bigger. Like, it's meant to be kind of along this way. Am I just not properly? No, I am. Not entirely sure what's going on with my network at the minute. I'm hoping it sorts itself out, really. Ree! The big Ree, man! See, I wish this had like an orange swatch as well, to be honest, this thing up here where it had the terrible orange swatch, but like it had this rug, and they're both like these kind of shapes the rugs are meant to be. And it's kind of sad that they just aren't gonna fit in this room like that. Then again, these all give me a bit of boho vibes, which in my head she is a bit of a hippie sort of gal, but then again that could be just my weird viewpoint on her specifically. I don't know. Oh. I want like a circular rug that's in orange, like proper orange though. Like, I don't want to put a little fox down. I also can't because that's custom content, so... Like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Like, maybe I could just put this square... Oh no, it's got a little, like, working out look on it. There's this, but that's also really tiny. No. I may just have to reuse this, but make it the different... Oh no. Like, turn it around the opposite way and just do it like that. Maybe even make it a lot bigger so that it still gives like the same vibe, you know? Kinda sad because it doesn't really work in the way I'm wanting it to. But like, I think that's probably gonna be the best I can do with that. And like, it would just look like it was how it was meant to be, maybe. I don't know. There's also meant to be a chair here, so, and also a side table, to be honest. I said to be honest as if like that's not something you can see. To be honest, this thing's actually meant to be here. I've just like forgotten to mention it this entire time. Okay, so I'm a fan of that. I know it's not the glass sort of table she has, but there's not many of those in this game. Like there's this one, but at the same time there's not like a swatch, so I mean there's this, but there's also not a very good swatch for it, so this one gives the same sort of aesthetic, but not with glass, you know? It's so warm in this room. Again. It's warm. Oh, let me just quickly brush through my hair. Should help, she says, but it probably won't help my hair very much. Okay, let us entertain you! Sorry. Let me entertain you. See, this was the one that I used in there as this light. And honestly, the original swatch of this works. There's a little red chair. Not gonna lie, do you know what red chair matches it quite well? This red chair, actually almost exactly. A little scary. Then again, this one might go better. Like it's more red, it's less... Why am I just throwing things? Yeah, I definitely preferred that one. And there is in fact orange curtains on the wall now that I'm looking at it. There's also a mirror on the wall, so let's not forget about that. I'll do that bit first so I don't forget. Mirror, mirror, let me entertain you. Kind of a fancy mirror too, to be honest. Like, oh, my bitrate's gone down again. I'm sorry that this is happening today. I don't know what is going on at all. Okay, it's picking up apparently. I'm gonna keep going and kind of just hope for the best for the most part. I don't have too much I can do about the issue at the minute. Like, I don't really know of anything I can do, to be honest. Oh, see, if that was bigger, which I can actually make it bigger, that honestly is practically perfect for what it kind of looks like. Then again, if there's orange ones or something like this, which there are, admittedly, but they're also not the biggest size, I need it to be 3 wide, and I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if... Oh, do you know what? Yes. These would be better. Let me entertain you. I'd almost be tempted to, like, have one of them, or even... Oh, hair is getting caught in my mouth! Kind of... No, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think, honestly, the one where they're open makes more sense in this regard. Just because of the way that it is in the original. Oh, what's that? How big are these? Oh, if there's an orange swatch of this, though. Okay, there is, it's yellow, not orange, not really the theme I'm going for. Unfortunately. See, that would be perfect, but there's not an orange swatch either. So there's a yellow, but it's just not the same vibe, in my opinion. Oh dear, thank you. Right. Anyway, I think that's probably her room done. I think that's everything that's in her room. What I do need to do is there's a bunch of plants out here. Now, I'm going to take inspiration from these plants, and I'm going to put a bunch of plants down here. Because the whole shtick, if you don't know, by the way, of Zelda May in this house, is that Kaylin Langerak, who is the kid who you'll probably recognize from The Sims 2, she's like cleaning up after her aunt. Zelda May is her aunt, and this is her room, and she's very into plants, you know? And so I wanna completely bring this to fruition and full on, like, add some plants in that really do match the aesthetic. Like, oh, yes, although I feel like it needs to be higher just because of the general, you know, hitting your head on it, maybe. Like, I just want more plants than what she had out and about. Because there was, like, a big thing that was, like, here. Like, that was here. But I don't know if I like that necessarily there. I think I'm just gonna kind of wing this bit and do like a little bit of what I want and a little bit of what it shows in the game, and just like, I want it to feel more alive, you know? More like she actually overran the place with plants as opposed to just kind of overrunning the place with plants. Whoopsie. It feels too fake otherwise. My hair is really beginning to bother me, apparently. There we go. Let us see. It's like a little barrel. Oh, that's cute. She would definitely have had that. I am having fun with plants. There is also meant to be another little hanging plant there, but I'm not sure if we have many more hanging plants. I also need to kind of check that what I've used is in fact... Okay, not with that. That they are in fact actually... Oh, see, this would fit actually. It's not really what it is there, but... like, close enough. Gonna give some like little red plants. I think we need more. Like just this whole area. Maybe I'm going a little overboard, I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did! Okay, I think that's quite cute. I think I may change the color of, like, one of these. Although I can't really, because it changes the color of the entire thing, so I guess we're out of luck for that one. But I like that little plant vibe. I almost want it to not be as tight now. Maybe if I do just rejig everything once again. Then it feels like less like it was all put there. Like, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it before I play with it too much. As for the rest of this place, the inside is basically done at this point, other than some lighting that I'm gonna come and fix and stuff. So there's quite a bit to do outside, I'm not gonna lie. Other than the general wallpaper and stuff, there is... Oh, I forgot to put a painting on this wall, and I actually have an idea of what I'd put as well. Basically, I just want one of the ones where there's like 3 or more, I guess, along in a row. So like kind of something like this, but maybe not that. It's just a little bit big and not necessarily the vibe, although it is a wood scene. I'm just not a big fan of that in particular. I'm not a fan of like the exact same paint in just different colors. Like, I'd want it to be almost the same, but they were like individually painted. Like, oh, this one. To be honest, I don't like how unbright that is. I'm gonna just see with the aesthetic of the room. Honestly, the white looks better with the aesthetic of the room, so I guess we're having the white one, you know? Also, that's something else I need to remember to do, because it's kind of important to the top of this house. Essentially, at the top, there is meant to look like this is a chimney, and I feel the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by like adding these ones on. It kind of matches the wood, the stone. Like it looks a little weird, I feel like this needed to be... You know what, I have an idea. And then... Oh. I can raise these up. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think that's going to be honestly perfect, because I don't think they can really come any higher. It's just annoying, because for some reason, it fills me into... Oh, that wasn't 9, apparently. It flings me over to a different area. It's also not 9. Can I just, like... Okay, it doesn't seem to do it when I actually use the control button. So I'll use that next time. Okay, so that's the correct height. Ah! Okay, yeah, that is as high as they can go without it looking odd. And, like, I feel like that's gonna work quite well. I just need to change the inner wool to be the same so that it doesn't look as weird, I guess. Like... And maybe changing the color of this as well. Maybe not, like the color of it doesn't really help. Okay, that's fine. I quite like that. It gives it more of a, this is how this is, you know? I wish that like there was more of an earthy green, but there just isn't unless like this is that color. And like things you think are earthy greens are blue. Oh wait! This is meant to be stone! No wonder this looks a little weird and why it doesn't look right. This entire underbit down here is meant to be this weird stone. Like this wall. I mean, it still doesn't look right from the front just because of that green not really matching and the wall looking more green than it actually is. Like, honestly, I think I need to change this color. I know, like, I've been umming and ahhing on it for ages, but, like, I think at this point it just needs to be... Like, I need to make a decision on whether I'd prefer it to be like this. Which... Or whether I want it to be like that. And honestly, this color gives me more the vibe of what this house is meant to look like. And so I'm gonna do this. Which is a bit of a pain of a change, but you know, it needs to be done. Kinda desperately needed to be done, to be honest. I've been needing to change it for a while, and I just have been avoiding going, yeah, I change it. Now it doesn't look as green. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks better. I wish this was still a deeper green, and I'm not gonna lie, this does have what I would perceive to be not the correct green, because honestly, like, this looks better. Then again, that just looks like lime. Like, that looks right to me. But then it's not... It is meant to be wood. But not necessarily, like, this wood. Where's this green? But then that's not the light green. That this is, you know? Which feels better. I don't know, I have very mixed feelings on it at the minute. I have mixed feelings on this green situation. Apparently The Sims 3 is being like, no! Because, like, it's the same color, but it feels better for whatever reason because it's wood. See, I wish I could use this because this would give me... But wouldn't even give me the correct tone of wood, to be honest. But even this doesn't have the correct tone. It's more... Wow, where did we go? In The Sims 3, sheesh. Because, like, even the horizontal woods don't really give you the same vibe, you know? They're just not quite there. Oh. And I don't know how I feel about this dark color change that I've done. Maybe the light one's better, and I know I keep going back and forth on this. It's not. I don't like it. I don't like it. But then that doesn't feel right either. Because it's too close to the green. Okay, I'm gonna leave the weird orangey color. And you know what? I'm gonna leave the weird orangey color and I'm gonna come into the garden and I'm gonna do some stuff with the pool and all of that. I think firstly getting this to be something else would be better. Honestly, that's probably the best thing it could be in terms of the colour. Because they're just the same ones, yeah? Okay, we actually do need to... We don't want to change the colour. That's fine. You want a pool ladder though? Where's my pool ladder, mate? We also have one of these there, one of them there, and then one there and one there. There's also, I don't know if you can actually paint the walls of the pool and stuff now. Can you just take a quick peek? No, they are standing ones, okay. See, everything's a bit more warm in this game is what I'm noticing. Like, you have a lot less cool tones. So, where is the pool ladder? There, frickin' heck. Why can I not see the grid anymore? Oh, it's because I'm not... I've turned the grid off, and I don't know how I've turned the grid off. Okay. It was just pressing G, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's where that is. And then you have... I don't think I can change anything in the pool. Oh, I can. Okay. So it's got some weird tiles at the bottom where they're kind of like triangular shape, you know? Like, honestly, kind of like this, but it's not that. And I would honestly just be like, I'm gonna stick these in the way that it's been put in here. Like that. It's not the same, but it is maybe the closest I'm gonna get to it. Unless I was to even, like... Okay, never mind. I didn't actually go to the dark blue. Like, that may be more the vibe, but at the same time, like... Is it, though? No. I think that's just fine. I'm not a fan of the wall colouring. Do. I think I'm gonna... The more I look at it, the more I want to lighten things, and everything just feels too orange and too warm. Like, if this was a picture, I would turn the temperature down, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna come in here and get some plants. Okay, it's not gonna let me technically place it down there. It's annoying that I can put it down there, but not here. I guess it doesn't really matter, like, as long as they look like they're coming from in here. I'm not too bothered. It just seems very Spain. I wouldn't know, I've never been to Spain. Like, honestly, these might even work a bit better. Although it's definitely not the flower that you expect. Honestly, that's more of what you'd expect. Not that I know where I've just grabbed that from, but you know. Oh, the design tool can't be used on it? Oh, it's a granite pool stroke, which can't be changed in colour. Dude, why? Okay, I think I'm gonna do a combination of these. They're just annoying to maneuver, even though I'm using Alt, like, it still doesn't want to stay, like, there. Like, it needs another color, I don't want it just to all be the same color, you know? Sorry, I'm very focused on trying to get this to look decent. Like, it just... Oops. I may just have to fill it in with a bunch of mini shrubs. To make it look like it's not just half empty. do. Which, I mean, it works, but at the same time, it wasn't my plan to be sat here just filling in the bushes, you know, quite literally. Do. To add a little bit more dimension to it. I mean, I guess it looks pretty. I don't know. I have this tiny bit of hair that just won't stay out of my face. Okay. There is technically meant to be a telescope, but the only telescope we have in this game, if you don't know, is this one. And it doesn't fit here. Can confirm I'm bad at Minecraft. Oh, okay. So we're not going to be able to actually put this. Can confirm. Same with Schweppy. Oh no, are you guys struggling in Minecraft? Are you playing Bed Wars by any chance? Is that what's happening? I don't know what minigames you're actually playing. Bed Wars is hard. Like, it just is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there are just far too many people on it who are kind of pros at doing it, at playing it and such, so good luck. Oh, it is too warm. I'm gonna put that more directly on my face. All Beast's fault. As in Jamie? I'm assuming here because I don't know all the nicknames for you guys. This is custom content. Yeah, okay. I mean, what did he do that was so bad, eh? Got like 5 kills bullying this one guy. Wait, Jamie did? Is that got grilled cheeses on it? Amazing. Ben killed all 3 of us. Where's your honor stealing kills from people, huh? Oh, for goodness sake. Got Windows glitching. There we go. I don't like this just one plant that sits over here. Well, I'm sorry you guys died. Maybe you need to get better people on your team, you know? I'm not even saying like that, like, I'm better at Minecraft. It's just a genuine, like, get good. The bush. Okay, I need like a weird plant, and I've still got hair apparently falling in my face. Making it hard for me to see. I don't really want like, I want like more of a potted leafer, you know? I'm gonna put a few more little potted plants by. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. It was me, Jamie, and Sweps. We are the bad. Oh, guys. Oops. Oh no. I used this plant. Oh no, I didn't. That's recolors of it. Well, I'm very sorry for you lot. Like, I hope you do better on your next round. I think that's cute. And then I've just got to find something to shove here. Because there's nothing for there to be yet. I may end up putting a chess table, because that's the only thing I can think to get your logic skill up that isn't really here at the minute. Or even an art easel, maybe I'll put them both down. If there's a ready tone one, then maybe that one might be best. Gonna siege a castle in Mountain Blade. Fair enough. Whilst we watch the stream. Well, thank you guys for watching the stream. I do appreciate it. Do you know what would be perfect over here, actually? Is if we also stick this thing in. Which, this thing, if you don't know, they can use to, I don't think you get the gardening skill with it, but, like, kinda. And it just kind of fits into that little corner very nicely. Do 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 do. I think because this is outside, I'm going to give them slightly weirder chairs, just like whoop whoop. Like, they don't need to be fancy, they just need to be chairs that, like, clearly go in the garden. Well, I feel like it should be warmer. A warmer wood. Honestly, the green kind of works, so I may end up just going, like, full on to that. And then I can darken this anyway. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna putty that over there. Putty that over there. Is that the full back of the house done? Oh, other than like the main landscaping that comes around this, yes, it is. Because there's all this landscaping at the front that I'm not looking forward to having to do. I need to put a gate over here. Wi-Fi bad. It's weird how it's bad. I don't appreciate it being bad. I'm not seeming to have too much struggle with it. I mean, true. But like, that's how it was originally, so that's how it's staying. Like, in the original place, to be fair to it, it was just kind of on a hill. So, like, in front of a hill, so it wasn't too much of a worry, I guess, for them. Okay, I need a fence. Honestly, like, something like that would be... not good. Never mind. I retract my decision on that statement. I need to find something that actually fits this. Like, the one that they originally have that kind of matches this, and that's what I'd want to use. Or like even that. But I gotta find a fence that matches it first. The get-together fence. Sorry, it's a get-together fence, I suppose. Because it in that one, that's for sure. I just heard Sam yell something. I don't know what he said, but I did hear it. Is there not a fence that matches? Can I just put this on this fence? I can't place it on a slope. Since when was there a slope? Dab dab dab! What's with the dabs? Oh god, you've got him as well. Okay, one sec. Firstly, does this fit on here? It does. Okay. Are you gonna spam, guys? Careful. You be careful, Sam. I don't like it when you spam. Like, too much, you know? I can hear him yelling from the other.
Time me out!
Yeah?
This bitch!
Hey, no swearing.
No, I'm gonna fucking swear when you time me out. This ain't gonna be PG-13 no longer, kids. 16 plus.
Careful, you get the ban.
What are you gonna do? Ban me?
Did you not hear the words that just came out of my mouth?
I'll ban you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll turn the internet off.
Wow. I wish this worked. It doesn't though. You're offended. Oof. He's so mad. It's funny. Okay. I don't know why I sounded very unenthused by the fact that I thought he was mad. I have BB move objects on. You should let me place it where I want, please. Like, I don't know if this gate is exactly usable here, but, you know. Sam has never been timed out on my stream before, so I think he was relatively offended that I timed him out. I did say, be careful with the spam, and then he kept going. Have to set an example. Okay, I think that's maybe the best way I'm gonna be able to do the gate. I don't know why I can't do it. You're still mad. Oh baby. I'm sorry that you're mad. But, you know, spamming is spamming. What sort of path? I need a little stony path. That's a very big stone path. Need to get better. Why are these brick, like, I want a lot of stones. In time by like 30 seconds. Okay. And? Well, when it comes to my streams, I do like to think I am more in charge than Sam is over my streams, you know, the whole it's my stream. By the way, I do feel I should clarify. Sam is my boyfriend. He is Passerus in the chat. He is the one who, if you weren't here, he ran in and yelled about the fact I timed him out. He is also my mod. So it's all fun. I actually don't think you're technically my mod anymore because I timed you out. Lol. Did you just... I heard what you said from the other side of the room. From the other side of the wall. I can fix that, don't worry. It's a shame you can't time out your own mods without them losing that, Let me fix it for you, darling. Oh no, you are still a mod. But it's not coming up saying that you are a mod. So I don't know what that's about. Uh-oh. So there's a chance I can't give you back the mod roll. Uh-oh. It's not great, because I need his help. It just full on was like, yeah, no, you can't give that to him. Like, it still says you're a mod. Now I'm worried. Give me a sec. This shouldn't be the case. I don't know why it says I can't give it to you, even though you literally have it according to my thing. I don't want to take it away just in case. I made a mistake. Don't know how to sort that out, cause I made it bigly. Sorry. I don't know what to do about it. I'm very confused now. No, I'm not gonna do that, Sweppy. Thank you, though. Trying to get an idea of what this is meant to look like. I didn't know it was going to take your mod away in my defense. I thought it'd be funny. I also cannot get this path to look right. It is very sad to me. Like, it's not meant to be straight. It's meant to, like, kind of curve a little bit. Do. I don't like it. I don't. I regret decisions today. I don't know what's going on with the internet because, like, it's meant to be good. But Sam, apparently you're a robot. Wait, do you need me to actually go over and physically tell him? Can he not understand you? Or, like, what is the case here? I just have to do it by hand. Also gonna have to delete that one and that one, just for this to fit. He's just swearing a lot. Okay, one sec. Never mind, he's back. Okay. Are you okay, Sam? Oh, I forgot that was underneath that. Oh, wrong grass. Wrong grass. I'm gonna come up here and try and tidy this. So it feels better. Sometimes when I click these things, it really just doesn't follow through with what I've clicked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way around and actually make so it looks smaller now. Your Wi-Fi card. Your new Wi-Fi card. Oh, is that the thing causing you an issue? I mean, you didn't pay a lot of money for it, so... From my understanding, you didn't pay lots and lots of money for it anyway. So I imagine it's just because it's a cheapish Wi-Fi card. Wow, this just keeps looking worse and worse the more I do it. The more I try and fix it, the worse it looks. Ah, wrong colour. Cover up the dirty grass. Guess if I just pop this one back down, maybe that... You weren't wrong about him swearing a lot, were you? Okay, maybe when it's got actual things on it, it will look better. Like, things around it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like low-key missing the like, oh, see, this would have been better. I didn't see it. I guess now I have my painting of where I'm meant to be going with it, so it'll be easy enough to have it go along it. It's gonna be a little messy. Like, this looks so much better already. I'm 100% happy with this. Not that it doesn't still look messy as frick, but you know. It's just because I didn't keep the size, and apparently my mouse is having a bit of a moment. I'm just gonna reattach it and see how it goes. Like, maybe... Okay, one set. How about I redo it? I just redo it completely. Why not? Somehow, in that one pass, it already looks a lot better than what it did. That feels like wrong. That shouldn't have actually, no, I hate it. Because like it should be coming out like up and around. Honestly, that's far more accurate than any of the other ones I've managed to do. I'm just gonna have to, come in, adjust it a little bit. Okay, I like that a lot. Hello, hello, Polina! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How has your day been? I am currently creating a path, and the path looks interesting, to say the least, about it. Also, a fun thing that happened today, I decided to time out Sam because I thought it'd be funny, because he started spamming in my chat. and I was like, teach him a lesson, you know. And then he got unmodded because of it. Oh, I told her already before you got the chance to ask. I'm sorry, Samuel. Okay, I need to look up the cheats for Sims 4 debug cheats. bb.show hidden objects, and then bb.show live edit objects, I think is the ones. Yeah, I got it. Okay, let us find. He's missing his mod badge. I need to find some bushes. Honestly, these could work, but they're a lot less the shape I want. I guess they're kind of just green. Like, they're not really a color per se. Also, what happened to my bb. Oh, I'm in the wrong game, technically. Gosh. Oh, basically Sam lost his mod privileges because he was spamming in chat and I timed him out for it, and then it removed his mod privileges automatically. And so he no longer is a mod, technically, even though I still consider him to be a mod. He just doesn't have the, like, icon-y thing for it anymore, and none of the commands, I imagine. Every time I come back to this path, it looks a little bit worse. And it's this bit. Oh, sugar. I also don't know if I can give them back, though. That's the other issue. Because when I went to just go and sort it out, it was like, oh, you can't give this to him, despite the fact he's still technically in my mod list. So I don't know whether that's the reasoning why. I'm a little confused, and I tried to search about it, and I have no information. I mean, I literally said to you, like, hey, stop the spam, dude. Oh, I forgot you can't clone things in debug. I need to not leave debug once I've gotten into it. Where was the bush I used? This one? Yes. Okay, and there's also technically another one here. This one's a little bit smaller, although I prefer it bigger, and maybe, oh no, I can't make that any bigger. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing alright, yeah. I did give you notice. I did. I'm doing alright. I wish I had found clothes that fit me for my interview tomorrow, but yeah. That is how it is. Wow. Okay, that doesn't work as what I'm trying to use it for. I'm not a big fan of these bushes, though. Despite the fact they kind of fit for what I need them for. Nothing can be cloned. April, don't forget, they can't be cloned. I'm just gonna, to fill this out a little bit more, I want smaller ones. Just kind of padding it so they look a bit different. Yeah, I mean, I can't, like, you can't, no one can help the fact they're not open at the end of the day. Like, I get why, it's just a little bit like, I wish they had been so then I didn't have to buy them and then bring them home and then have to go back and give them back, essentially. Because I have to drive there, so it's using the fuel. We believe Sam's Wi-Fi card in his computer doesn't work very well. or it's just very unstable. I haven't had really any issues with our Wi-Fi. I am still alive. Hey, Casually Vintage, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, by the way. I realized I didn't say that sentence, and I was like, huh, that's not usually what I say. You blame Sam's cat that I don't know about. Sam doesn't have no cat. He wouldn't hide that from me. I'd cry if he hid that from me. I love cats. Sam, if you're hiding a cat, please tell me. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of these out because I can't clone them, and if these end up needing to be the thing that I want to use, then I'm gonna need a few of them. Actually, quite a few of them. It's gonna be so annoying to delete if I don't actually end up wanting to use them. Oof. Yes, silly computer. Oh, I kind of prefer the red ones. Mainly because it's red that's on here originally. There's one like hiding right under there. We've got a nice big one over here actually, although that is way too big. But it's like there. Like honestly, maybe if I put like a smaller one it would look a bit nicer. And then we've got two that are like, one's like here and then the other one I'm gonna make a little smaller and stick like there. Honestly, I think I'm gonna... I don't really care for the orange ones, I'll be honest. May also move that so I can put it... Yeah, we really do, but honestly we should be lucky that we have sizing at all, considering everything. Some of them do just size a bit weird, but I mean, I guess that's kind of to be expected. I actually don't feel a need for that anymore. I also feel this one should probably be smaller. Ba-da-da. Okay, I know there are more of these bushes around, so there's two that's like here, and I'll just put a few more down there. There are like a few that are over here. Okay, no worries, Polina. Who you were playing for out of interest if you want to share that? Because I'm assuming that's what the cover letter's for? It's usually what cover letters are for, at least. Oh. Just putting a bunch down because I don't know where I'm gonna want them quite yet. You never use it except for lights. I mean, that's fair enough. Like, to be fair, a lot of its use comes from the lights. Being able to size them down. Then again, they recently... Oh, that is not big enough. That is too big, sorry, is what I meant. See, I said that, but then I've opened it up again and I kind of like it. I usually use it in landscaping, or like sometimes with like lamps and stuff on tables, or like small items. I don't know. I used to watch a lot of build buy videos. Sorry, I used to watch a lot of building videos, so I got into the habit of being like, ooh, that would be cool like that, you know? Also, I want to use this truck thing, because I think that's... No, they kind of have... I mean, they have a red car, and it makes me want to put a red car down, but that is very much not the style of car they have. But I don't think there's many other cars here. This tree could be good. Honestly, that tree gives me a bit of... He works a wine shop that sells spirits and beers, so he sent me a link and you're sending your CV and a cover letter. Oh, fair enough. See, it's more of a bush as opposed to a tree. I just realised. Very interesting job though. Wine shop. I mean, you do like wine, so you know, if you get a discount, well worth it for you, I imagine. See, it's meant to be a red one, but this is the car they essentially have. Just the wrong color. Maybe they have one in the red. I'd be shocked if they didn't, actually. Whoa, that's a big tree. Oh. Knee hurts. Hey! Wine isn't necessarily my thing, but hey, I'm down for that. I can maybe get into it. Oh look, a baby. A baby. Ah, spirit-wise. It's a baby. Oh my gosh, hello phone. It's a bit of a death baby. We've also got a little heart here, which if we just bring it up, there we go. Whole new meaning to I gave you my heart, you know? It feels so low down when I sit like this. I feel like that's gonna need a bit more of an adjust, but we can do that in a little bit. Let's just... This plant is technically meant to be there, but because I've put it... Like, if you don't know, this bit here... Oh... Well, that's not correct. This floor bit right here, I can probably do it like this. Nope, no I can't. But that bit and that bit technically isn't meant to be there. This whole thing is technically meant to be like floating. But it does not. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of a jimmy chigging for this to look kind of natural there. Will I do a Sims 2 rebuild of this lot? I don't think I'm capable of doing that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I could give it a go, maybe? I don't even know if, I don't even know what things are in that game to where I could use it. Like, what I could use for it, if you know what I mean. Like... It would take a very long time for me to do something like that. I'm not honestly very gifted in building, as it is, you know. Yeah, that would be the hard bit. Not being able to do free tile placement. That would actually be very hard in something like this. Because I've done so much of it, like, you may not be able to tell, but, like, I typically place a lot of things with Alt. Just generally. And no diagonal rotation, you were correct there. It's making it seem just harder and harder to do the more you remind me of how The Sims 2 works. It would, I don't know, I'd have to give that one some thought, I'm afraid, about whether or not I'd fancy doing it. I mean, it is a challenge. I don't know about it being a nice one. Sorry, I went because I was doing this. I was like playing with how I want it. Okay. See, one of the reasons why this feels so full, I need to get some rocks from debug actually. And I know rocks are really good, but I don't know where they end up in debug most of the time. I need to also keep an eye out on the cars if there's a better one that matches. Hey, some gravestones. So I'd be tempted by putting some grass down, but at the same time, like, I'd want it by the one tree that I have. I know which grass I also like using, but I don't know where it is again. That is the big thing with debug, though. Because debug can sometimes just look a little bad. I've just realized one reason why I'm probably struggling to look at this, and it's because of the angle of my monitor. Like, that feels better. Is that just a fish? Okay. Trying to find these things is hard. There's the grass I like. Let me just size that down. There we go. Nice little bit of grass, and I've lost it. Like, I don't think it necessarily looks good with those, but around the tree, it looks quite nice. Okay, now it's rock time. These can be sized down to fit this aesthetic. Oh, there's also a great plant there, but I'm not really sure how to get that without going in the game and playing it. Okay, not that rock. The grass would actually also look nice around the rocks, but that means I'd have to go back and find it. Okay, not that one. Rocks in Sims 3 are greater than rocks in the... Yeah. You aren't wrong, and I'm in debug right now. These aren't even rocks that, like, you can find without cheats, you know? It's sad. I must say, this path wasn't meant to be as curvy when you take into consideration how that I've done this. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and find the grass. Because I can now kind of fit it in with the rocks. And bring a little bit more life to the entire thing. Just by doing that. And then what I'm gonna do is... I know a terrain paint exists with, like, flowers and stuff, so I'm gonna have a very soft, like, flower thing going on, although that's probably a bit too soft. The terrain paint also looked a lot better in The Sims 3, in my opinion. Terrain paint just worked more because they didn't try and do a bunch of different grasses. They left it so that all the grass looked the same, so all the terrain paint would work correctly. I suppose that maybe works a little bit. I don't want that one. I prefer... I may just have to get a bunch of floor flowers and do it that way. Let's go back into debug and see if we can find anything. Oh. Let's find some super low flowers like these. But they're lily pads, so that doesn't really work. Do, 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 do. Bow, 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 bow. There's like a blue version, but I feel like going blue is the green and just makes more sense than having the black one. Low-lying flower. Oh, this could work if I make them nice and small. And just kind of put them everywhere along here. There are also these sorts of things that may be better just because they actually have some foliage with them, but at the same time, like, what's the foliage gonna do? Oh, I can't get any closer than that, annoyingly there. Do, 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 do. Do. I mean, I guess this looks kind of nice. Landscaping is not really my big shtick, I'll be honest. Despite how much I'm playing with it right now. And have been playing with it this entire time. Admittedly, I do find it fun to play with, but like... it's definitely not necessarily the thing I'm great at. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Whoopsie. Hitting the wrong key out here, just like, whoops. And I can stick some under here as well. And that will give it, like, just to bring it off of the floor, you know. Just downgrade the original 2014 release, Ultra Base Game Challenge. Frickin' heck, can you even imagine? Like, you wouldn't have pools. Like, it would full on be like you didn't have anything to play with. Like, I have used so much packs in this house already. I've also lost the flowers I was using. Eek. Wasn't those. Base game was rubbish, yeah. I've lost my low-lying flowers. I am sad right now. I don't know why I just don't say the word very. I'm just like be sad. Is them? No, but they are very similar. I think it might have been after the rocks and after the plants and stuff. After the plants, they are plants, what I'm chatting about. Let me just pull myself back in. Yeah, nah, I fully lost it. I could always stick a cow plant awkwardly in here though. To be honest, other than a mailbox, we may actually almost be done other than me sorting out lights. I realize I said other than a mailbox and other than me sorting out lights, but like, it is what it is. Okay, let's look for... Oh, I just want mailbox, please. Just mailbox. Why do you default to one of these? That's not fair. Like, I know they only have the, like, standard little thing like this. At the same time, I feel like this one fits a bit more with the aesthetic of it all. Although I would like to have some, like, a little bit of grass or something by it, just to make it feel in the world. Meaning we're going back into debug, everybody! Yay! Okay, I can filter the items to which one I know it's in. Because it's in Realm of Magic. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Not worth the money. It does look a little weird not having grass anywhere else. Like by here though. I'm gonna just have it as like a, they struggle to, you know, mow around it. Okay, so it is time to come fix some lights. Technically this light isn't even in the house. I also need to try and find out a way to put some lights down at the front and stuff. Yeah, because all the lights that are here are meant to be here. There just isn't a light over this way. The lights that's in there is already in there. But you get one light plus light out from the window. There. I don't think it's the best setup, that place, you know? Because this, for example, I've put a light on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna put some lights on the wall. I'm gonna get rid of the Realm of Magic because I don't need that anymore. I say I'm gonna put one on the wall. I'm gonna put one on the roof. But I'm gonna give him like a nice looking light in each room. A light that kind of makes sense to the room. Also, even in Zelda's room, like it's... As you can tell, Zelda was my favorite sim in this like family. I imagine you can tell because I've said her name many a time. What light is in here? Oh, it's those lights. Which I'm pretty sure I keep using these things to like replicate. Like, I'm only adding light in where I can't see that there was a light on the wall. Like, that did have a light in there, but like, it's just so like, it looked so dark without anything else. Like, yeah, that makes sense to me. that makes sense. Just kind of a light in the middle of the room. And there makes sense. That's not the middle of the room though. That is, I think... Nope, I was right the first time. That is the middle of the room there. The bed's not actually in the middle of the room. Here it is. Here it is, it is, okay. Okay, there are lights in that room so you can see. I want to find a light that can go nicely over the top of the living room. Like... Oh, I forgot to put the TV on the wall over here. Because this house does have a TV and I've just completely forgotten apparently. Okay, that is way too big. It is just kind of like that TV on the wall. Like if we come have a quick peek, it's there. See? I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit though. And... oh, I've got this light here. I'm just gonna grab one of these. And I'm gonna go ahead and stick one directly there and one directly there. I'm also gonna stick one over there. Just to help light up the room. Methinks. And then I think the lighting, like, in The Sims 3, admittedly, the lighting wasn't better in the sense of, oh, it's more realistic. It just seems like you could see things better. This is definitely not the best place for this, but... you know. Let's just have a quick gander at what it is looking like. Like, it looks quite close, I think, anyway. I think so. It's gonna be super soft throughout here. And just lighten the... oh, I should have been super soft with paint. I do want a little bit of the, like, plant-y stuff, but, like, with having the flowers, it does kind of help. And then if we look at it from the back, I mean, I'm quite happy with it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite... oh, I've just realised I've actually forgotten, like, this whole thing that's over here. Like, I forgot to put that on, and also the running machine. So let me just quickly add that on there. And then it's basically done. Wish we just had a silver one. But that's too fancy for someone, you know? And I feel like I'm gonna give them orange because their whole thing, like, their whole shtick is orange, you know? Although this is actually a green. Although there isn't a green, so... And it is, in fact, like... Where is it placed? Oh, I'm not in build by mode anymore. Oh, it's in the middle of these. And it's like that, I think. I don't know what I prefer, whether I prefer the yellow or the blue. The blue looks better on there. Weird how you just want to run, like, into a wall, but there we go. I would say this is done? And speaking of saying it's done, I'm gonna very quickly save. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's done. Like, it's quite close, I think. This window is having a glitch. Not entirely sure. Yes, I will be putting it on the gallery. Don't you worry, it will be on the gallery. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the last half of my stream, to be honest, though. I wonder, is there anything on the gallery? I can't remember how to... One step. Langerak. Are there any families of the Langerak? I could, possibly, yeah. Okay, people have made them. I'd be interested in making my own Langerak family, though. Like, see, that's a very good outfit for her. They do miss out Zelda, though. Zelda's good there. They do like doing just Caitlyn. I'll definitely have to attempt to make The Sims one day, I think, to fit in. Because, like, it's... I'm quite happy with it. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of everything that's here. To make sure I'm okay. To make sure it's a working place, essentially. So we've got 4 bedrooms. There's 1, 2, 3 bathrooms. There's 3 bathrooms in it. A tab contour. Oh, do you mean tour it using tab? Okay, I'd actually have to move someone in to be able to do that. Give me one sec. You can see it's quite the looker, that. Who can I move in? Let's just create a random sim, it's fine. Let's just randomize you. There we go. Oh, you need a name. Your name is Barrett Bustamante, okay. Not that he's going to be in my safe for very long, but let's go ahead and move him in. Ah, real estate. On. Don't worry, that's one cheat I actually do know. Shockingly enough. Yeah. When I first started playing Sims, I did cheat a bit, but then I kind of got used to not doing that because, oh, of course it's raining. Oh well. God. Right, let's see how well we do here. So here we have the front of the house, you know. In all its glory. We've got the front here. You know, I don't really know what to talk about here. Also, tab mode could be really slow sometimes, so just bear with me. I don't know why my tab mode likes to do that, but also I think it may be because of all the... No, it's just because it's like It wants to be bad. Slow moving. Okay, here's the entrance. Oh, I didn't fix that. I can do that in a minute though. Here's your entrance. Let's go into the living room first, I think. Here we are. Cute little living room. Feel like there should be something above there, but there isn't in the actual place. Got shift goes faster. Oh, I never knew that about tab mode. Thank you very much. I do feel a bit weird like jumping through, but thank you, I appreciate. Got the living room, which honestly, it's relatively cozy. It just feels very dark over the mantle, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may put a bit of work, like art or something. We've got the weird table and chairs with the little chandelier-y sort of boy above it. Here's your, I guess, drinking station. Then you go through here into the kitchen. Got your dining table and chairs, even though you have another dining table and chairs. Your greeny kitchen, which is an interesting decision to say the least, but it was there before. Mini bar, you're right, it's a mini bar. My brain just is bad. You got your car out here. That needs to be painted, but we'll ignore it for now. This is why we do these things. Here's your downstairs bathroom, which is fully equipped, by the way. You got your toilet, your sink, your shower. It's great. Imagine having so many bathrooms with shower. What's in here? Oh, yes. This is Zelda's room. It's very nice. It's mostly green, despite the fact her room is actually mostly orange in The Sims 3, but it is what it is. But it's a nice little cozy room. We'll pop outside a little bit later. Let us go upstairs. Here we are. And we might as well take our first left into the main master bedroom, which is Dustin and I don't remember his wife's name, I'm going to be honest. I think it's like Idina or something like that, or Liliana or something with a letter that looks like an I. It's honestly a little weird, and I do recognize that that is actually going through the roof, but technically the roof is a bit taller. It's honestly a very empty room now that I look at it, and I need to remove that light as well, so let's not forget about you. We can not go over the wall, but come through the double door here, the sliding door, and they have their little runner bill. What am I chatting about? Then if we come into this room, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Hello, Nix, welcome. It's alright, don't you worry. Here's their like gold bathroom, by the way. I don't know what made me feel like this was a good idea, but it was slightly yellow and I just went with the gold theme. It was like, yes, sit on your royal swan, like swan throne, you know? I'm currently, it was a good idea, thank you. I have made the Langerak household in The Sims 4. Well, not the household, but you know, the actual house, I guess. I've just finished it, so we're touring around in a minute. Let's go into Kaylin's room. It's very, like, her original room is like pink and yellow. Sorry, purple and yellow. This is very much more pink, blue, yellow sort of theme. Not my favorite thing. I wish I could have been a little bit more accurate to the original room, but I mean, here we are. She does have an actual light though, so that's good. This is quite dark in here, but we'll ignore that. We got a random painting because there was meant to be a phone on the wall, but they don't exist in The Sims 4, do they? No. I miss them, to be honest. Here's Parker's. His name is Parker's room. He's got his bed. Honestly, the theme of this room kind of matches his original room, which makes me happy. Also, we have the dog photo because it was recommended. Well, I say it was recommended. It was asked to be put in by Skeppy, I think it was. Schweppy. Schweppy? It's Schweppy, not Skeppy. I'm saying things wrong now. But he was like, put a dog in, so I thought that was fun. And we put that there. I feel like it'd go better over the mantel. Not over the mantelpiece. Over the fireplace. Then if we come back through here, and in here we have the third and final bathroom of the house. toilet roll's kind of awkwardly placed, but there we go. Yeah, not much to say about it. They have a yellow tile, because, I mean, that's kind of what it was like in the original, right? Imagine having 3 bathrooms. Now, fun fact, it's not, like, I can understand, like, 2 bathrooms and, like, a half bath, but, like, 3 bathrooms is a lot. Yeah, they just ripped it out. They're like, we redecorate. We don't need no house phone anymore. To be fair, we actually don't have a house phone in our house. In our flat, anyway. Okay, let's just quicken this up, shall we? So here we have the outside. Sorry for the rain. It's definitely not the weather for a pool by any regard, let's be honest. But for a swim, I mean. Here we have the 3 lounge chairs. You know, they've got some grilled cheeses on them, but it's all good. We got the little flower planting pot. We don't have a small telescope, and the big one did not fit here, so I put, you know, something else that would help you with the logic skill, and also something for Kaylin, because I know she technically has the, like, artistic trait usually. You've been working at your mum's house this week, and she still has a house phone, and sometimes it rings, and I'm just like, can you not? I miss them so much as well. I actually think I read, or like I have it or something, where there's a mod in my game where it's like where they actually implemented like a small telescope. I don't know why they ever made them so massive. They seem to have a thing with making things massive in this game, like the doll houses and everything. Like, I'll go through the Sims 3 version in a minute if you want, and we can see the difference. It is. We have the pool, which honestly, it looks really sad now because it's so rainy out here. But I picked summer, so I guess that's my fault. And honestly, this is one of my favorite bits. The little bit of, right though? Like, actually? This is one of my little favorite bits. I had a little bit of fun. This is the plants that Zelda May has. Instead of the very few, she has a lot. I also added plants over there because there were, and I gave you a little tree because, I don't know, that seems helppful. Thank you! We have this gate. I actually don't know if this gate will work, so we'll test it. It wasn't put on a fence, so I have no idea. We have this little walkway that was in the original place as well that I kind of just... I don't make it up, but it's how it was. I don't like zooming out, but I kind of forget these controls sometimes. But yeah, that's the house. That's what it looks like. I'm quite happy with it, I'm not gonna lie. This did take me 2 streams to do. Yes, with the glorious white ceiling as well. You loved the gate. Thank you very much, thank you. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, I had fun, it was good. It took a while, it took 2 streams. Why does it look like it's going through, like I can see in the house? Oh, why is the roof like this? What? Well, we're gonna ignore that happened. I thought this build. Okay, there are a few things I did forget to take out, and I missed a few things. So firstly, let me just go back into build by, and I can do that. There are a lot of packs I use in this because I was like, I don't have that many anyway, so I'll just use them all. Now, there was this bit that wasn't painted properly. There was... Oh, I'm also using money now, I've just realized. What? What do you mean? What? I swear there was something else that I just completely missed. I'm a little confused. Where's the other... You like this build? Oh, right, yes, the weird roof. Unfortunately for me, stuff is a little delayed, so I missed that. By the time you said what, I was already way ahead and forgotten about saying about the roof. I swear there was something. I was going to add something over here because I don't like how it's just empty. But at the same time, like, is it staying true if I do that? No, not really. I wonder if... Oh wait, that's custom content. Can I somehow jig this to make it fit? just to give this view. Yeah, a painting would work as well. I'm trying to see if somehow... Okay, yeah, I can't do that. Never mind, that's sad. A painting's probably the best idea, unless I wanted to do something like this, but even then that wouldn't necessarily work very well, she says, but I mean... Because I'm trying to replicate it. It doesn't really work in the color, unfortunately, otherwise I would keep it and just also have the second one, like, here as well. And then just bring it all the way forward. Although that would probably cause quite a bit of clipping that would annoy people, so I guess not. A painting's probably the best bet, or the other thing is like a large mirror over the top of it. Not that that's a very good large mirror, but okay, that's also custom content. I think a mirror is probably going to be like the nicer way than a painting, because I also don't want to take away from the painting that's been shoved here. Like, and then the TV's there, otherwise I would have put a TV there, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let me go ahead and test this, like, gate thing that I've got here. I mean, I'm never actually gonna know whether or not... Also, all of this is debugged, so he will just walk through it, but I don't really mind. Oh, he's gonna run inside. Oh, yes! The gate works, despite the fact it's not on a fence. I'm very happy about that. Pick the most 2000s mirror you got. But I don't even know really what that means. Like, having only, like, I was born in the 2000s, so... Okay, I'm just kind of looking at mirrors again. Oh, imagine just having mirrors completely behind it. I don't like it that much, though. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it also puts it here, which feels a bit weird, and it feels like it's taken away from the real brick. But I'd fancy maybe doing that another one. I was born in 2000. I am a young kiddo, as some may say. I was born in the 2000s. I was a millennial babby. I know, right? Nah, I think that's probably gonna have to be the best mirror that I can pick. It is weird to me that when you go away, like, the reflections stop. That does make me a little sad. It would look a little bad in, like, okay, let's go see what this looks like lit up. So, I wasn't a millennial baby in the sense of being a millennial. 2000 is a millennial year. I'm not Gen Z either. Gen Z is in, like, 2005. I'm in the middle. But the year 2000 is a millennium, so I was a millennium baby. I'm in a weird, like, oh, not born in 2001, gosh. Weird. I've always read that I wasn't technically Gen Z. You're what they call a 90s kid. Hey, I just missed out on being a 90s kid. It's kind of sad. I say just. It was like a month or two. Well, more on the edge of 3, I suppose. Haven't we thought the world would end many, many a time, though? I mean, technically, I'm apparently Gen Z, but at the same time, like, I've also read that I'm not Gen Z, so I don't know what's true. That's just a random page I clicked on anyway. It's wishful thinking. That's a big oof there, Nix. Very big oof. So I will be uploading this to the gallery if you do want it. I don't know what more to say about that. I don't like the idea of typing everything out on the stream right now. Especially this year, yeah, exactly. Because I get weird. It's not modded, it's got no mods in it. I'm also going to find a better lot so you can get a better front picture of it before I upload it. Otherwise I'm going to be a little sad. I also don't want it, like, peeing it down with rain, so I'll deal with that. But it will be up for an upload. You can find it. My origin is the same as my username on Twitch if you do want to find it, so it'll be up there at some point. Let's have a very quick look. Bless me. Let's have a very quick look around the Sims 3 house, I guess. While we are ending off the stream here, because I actually have a job interview at 9:30 in the morning, so I'm very excited, and I need to be awake for it, so we're ending off the stream at a decent time today, basically, is what is going to be happening here. Yay, indeed! I'm very happy to actually be having a job. Well, I say having a job, the hope of having a job, I guess, is more accurate. I'm glad you could as well. Thank you very much for the good looks. So it's just a retail job, as like a personal shopper. So it's literally just, because I'm going to be going to uni in September, it's more of, I just need money, basically, as opposed to something that I want to do for the rest of my life, which is what a job should be, really, when you're at uni, at least in my opinion. Okay, so here we have, the shift button doesn't work in The Sims 3 apparently. Here is the, we're gonna have to do this a little bit differently, make it a little easier on myself. Here's the Langerak, I think it's pronounced Langerak, house. I do think I've done quite well on replicating it. The damn this wall, you mean? It's weird. It is weird. And I was tempted to get rid of it because it just feels so random to have just part of the house painted. But I was like, I can't. It's got to stay true. And I mean, I don't know. I think with the green car and maybe the slightly darker wood, it helped. They got lazy. They were like, we'll paint it all. And then they were like, never mind. But no, I think I did relatively well. Did I put cabinets in the kitchen? I don't remember. Oh, I did! Look at me. But as you can see, they had... Ooh, that's something else I said about I needed to make sure was correct in this version. Sorry, I'm currently jumping between the games. I do apologize. I'm just gonna move this, like, slightly over, just so it's in a bit of a better position. There we go. Okay. I mean, I think I did quite well. The flooring's honestly a little weird in some of these places, so I tried to replicate it as much as I could. I don't know whether I personally believe that the Sims 4 version looks better than the original. If we take a pan from up, you can have a quick peek at both of them. Thank you very much. I did try my best. Like, some of the colours are off, unfortunately, but that is just how it has to be. And then we'll page up so we can see the upstairs. And these are the comparisons between the upstairs. I must admit, this room is the one I'm kind of the saddest about. It really looks very different. Like, it just doesn't feel the same. And I wish it was closer, but it's not gonna happen. There's just no nice purple tones. Like, I like this purple, it's kind of more of a lilac-y. Unfortunately, they don't really exist. But as you can see in the bathroom in The Sims 3, I took this gold in this bathroom and frickin' ran with it so that everything was kind of gold. I was like, we gotta have some fun somewhere, you know? But I think I did a good well on Parker's bedroom. Like, it's not exact, obviously. Like, it was never gonna be exact, but I really did try. You know, I think it's quite close. And I matched the room in terms of color and such. As you can see, oh wait, I'm in The Sims 4 right now. Wrong room. But yeah, there was a picture on the wall, so I tried to replicate that. It was a car, but I couldn't find a car anywhere, so I didn't end up using a car. In terms of outside, we have obviously the 3 chairs, the beloved small telescope that makes so much sense. Like, why wouldn't you have the small telescope? Which I obviously changed in here for the chess table and the easel. And then we have the pool and everything. Like, it's good. I'm quite proud. It only took like 6 hours for me to complete, you know. Then again, last stream I was talking quite a bit, so I guess that's my excuse in that regard. I just spent a lot of time not doing anything and talking. But yeah, I'm actually gonna have to end it off there, because I need to sort out some stuff. I'm gonna make sure this is uploaded hopefully before my stream tomorrow. I do have a stream tomorrow, don't I? Yes. Also, a very quick update. I realized I didn't mention it at the beginning or anywhere at point through the stream, and I realized I'm mentioning it at the very end once again. But after this week, so after tomorrow, I'm no longer going to be streaming on Saturdays. Essentially, it's because I have a uni project that I need to do as a summer project before I start in September, and I just need another evening to be able to work on it. I work better in the evening, unfortunately, and yeah, it's a bit of a problem, but I'm gonna stop streaming on Saturday and just do it. Schedule is up for change depending on if I get this job. It shouldn't affect the streams really, but if I get the job, then depending on if I'm able to get some extra hours, streams may end up being less. They may end up being just on different days for longer, because I'm hoping that, so the job I'm looking at only is getting me like about 7 hours a week, which I prefer more, but you know, if that's all I can get, that's all I can get. But I'm going to offer up basically until I start going to uni in September to work full time, because I have money that I need to basically make sure I have enough for rent and stuff, and also like I owe Sam some money for food and that, because he's been paying that since we moved in, as I just don't have the money on me right now. So yeah, you just can't make Saturday streams anyway. Yeah, a lot of people can't, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, it gives me another evening, and it means I could have friends over without also feeling like I'm cancelling a stream or feeling like I'm doing a stream while they're here, and stuff like that. Also, I feel like this is funny, and I'm just going to very quickly mention it. I brought this arrow bar in here to eat. Through just the natural heat, yeah, this happened. So anyway, thank you so much to everyone who joined, who came and hung out. Sam, I'm sorry that your mod is gone. I'm going to see if I can fix that, but I have no idea if I'll be able to. Thank you for chatting. If you've been a silent viewer, thank you. And after this week, I will be streaming 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. BST time, Monday through Friday, and not Monday through Saturday. I will post in my Discord to make sure that's clear after tomorrow, because I feel like that would lessen the confusion. And then also it'll be on my Twitter and my Instagram as well. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your days, your evenings, your mornings maybe, if that's a time zone you're in. Thank you so much, Nix. You too. And I will be back tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm playing because I don't know. I never know, I'll be honest. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I'll be back tomorrow. I may come and play some Final Fantasy X, to be honest. I've been putting it off, but now that I've finished this house, maybe. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. But yes, bye-bye, everybody.